Episode 194. After preparing the instant noodles for So Mucheng, Yishu set the bowl down and returned to his seat. Seeing her browsing the online TV platform, he placed his hands on the keyboard.
Oh, what do you want to watch? I'll search for you.
That year, we walked hand in hand.
Yishu typed the show's name into the search bar, and the results popped up instantly. A new TV show?
Not exactly new. Xiu recommended it. I'd never seen it before.
So Mucheng's explained Xiu is Chu Yin-xiu. She is Misty Rain's star player, the one Ye Xiu and Chen Go had mentioned. In terms of pure skill, she's the undisputed #1 among female players. In the Glory Pro Alliance, female players were few and far between. Compared to their male counterparts, they were a minority group. This fostered a strong sense of solidarity and closeness among them, leading to their own tight-knit circle and even a private QQ group exclusively for them. That group was exclusively for the league's female players. Veterans who had retired, rising stars in their prime, they were all in that QQ group. Of course, Yishu had no qualifications to join, but he was close with So Mucheng and had glimpsed it over her shoulder a few times. If no one told you, you'd never guess it was a gathering place for Glory Pros. Inside, they chatted about clothes. They'd talk about fashion, cosmetics, celebrities, horoscopes, and all sorts of gossip from the Glory scene. In the few times Yishu had the privilege of witnessing it, he'd never once seen them discuss anything serious. For instance, discussions about techniques and tactics. Even ordinary Glory Guild chats aren't like this. Those groups sometimes even have high-level players exchanging technical know-how.
What episode are you on?
Episode 12. After clicking on episode 12, Yishu handed the headphones to So Mucheng. My ears are starting to ache from wearing these.
Turn it up louder.
Don't bring it.
So Mucheng turned up the volume. From the headphones came the realistic sound effects of Glory and the voice of steamed bun invasion. But on his end, Yishu had already muted the sound effects, turned off the voice chat, and typed, Baozi, let's do some hand speed drills.
From now on, all communication will be text only.
Alright, I like this drill. How about we make it a contest? Who can say the most words in a minute?
Bunny invasion, get in the zone, now.
At One Line Valley, Yishu announced his destination. From then on, the game fell completely silent. Yet Yishu seemed perfectly at ease with this. Beside him, from the headphones hanging around So Mucheng's neck, the opening theme of a TV drama played from them.
This song is terrible. How much should I cut?
2 minutes, 43 seconds.
With a flick of the mouse, the cursor flashed from the game to the desktop, landing precisely on the online player's progress bar. 2 minutes and 43 seconds, not a second off. That's the micro control of a pro gamer. The monitor was split into two halves, one for the TV drama, the other for the game. With Yishu's skill level, handling a dungeon run while multitasking was more than enough. He'd glance at the TV show's plot every now and then.
As for So Mucheng, it's just watching TV. You don't need to give it your full attention.
His gaze would occasionally flick over to Yishu's battle.
Is the noodle ready to eat?
Want some?
So Mucheng asked, picking up her bowl of noodles.
I'll just have a couple sips of the broth.
So Mucheng watched Lord Grimm, who was traveling in the game, get tangled up by two wild monsters. He dispatched the two small fry in a couple of moves. Yishu had Lord Grimm continue on his way.
While taking the instant noodles and having a couple of bites.
Not bad at all. Fatty's got some real skill. Saying this, Yishu passed the bowl over. Not bad. So Mucheng took the noodles and continued eating. In the game, Lord Grimm arrived at Line Canyon to meet up with Tang Ru and Steamed Bun Invasion. Seventh Month and Sleeping Moon also came along to join the dungeon run. These two basically stuck with Brother Expert whenever they could, barely playing with the guild anymore. Even on a day like today, when the whole guild was buzzing with excitement, They couldn't have cared less. Getting on the global announcement with Expert Brother is just routine for them now. They don't even bat an eye at it. The dungeon run was going smoothly. In the blink of an eye, they had already taken down the first boss. The TV show's plot was a bumpy ride. The female lead knew the male lead was her childhood sweetheart from the very first episode, yet by episode 12, he was still treating her like a brand new acquaintance. Even as he fought the monsters, Ye Xiu didn't forget to comment.
The main character is such a fool. Ah, my radiant light set piece.
So Mu Cheng saw the fallen boss drop a light source, set chest piece, a level 30 set for launchers. After Ye Xiu chose to roll for it, the others immediately and willingly passed, knowing it was just a level 30 set. Ye Xiu thought So Mu Cheng was being far too excitable. You're a pro player after all. You shouldn't lose your cool over any piece of gear, except maybe a custom one.
This piece of gear looks good.
Ye Xiu was speechless. No matter how skilled these top-tier pros were, no matter how brilliant their mechanics or game sense, when it came to glory character equipment styling, hairstyles, facial editing, and the like, any female player you picked could run circles around them. In these matters, the female players were always gods, and they were always scrubs. A speechless Ye Xiu tossed the light source set into his inventory. The dungeon run continued, and so did the TV show, the 5-man party for the Lion Canyon dungeon. Each run took about 30 minutes, a bit shorter than the 45-minute TV episode. After 2 dungeon runs, 1 episode was done, and the second was halfway through. Ye Xiu felt a sudden weight settle on his left shoulder.
Oh, fell asleep?
Came a voice from the head on his shoulder. The third dungeon run continued. Ye Xiu's control grew even more steady. His hands were so precise they wouldn't even shake the ash from the cigarette dangling from his lips. The dungeon run pressed on. The TV show played on. As the final boss fell and the third dungeon run was cleared, the episode came to an end. The ending theme drifted softly from the headphones, but Su Muqing didn't urge Ye Xiu to play the next episode. Ye Xiu glanced over. The girl, bundled up and fluffy, had already closed her eyes. Bonnie Invasion was rapidly typing, practicing his hand speed.
My luck's pretty good today. 3 pieces of my Shadow Weave, set dropped in a row. You must be green with envy over my luck. Not bad at all.
Cold Mist. You can shout out in the World Channel about that Crimson Moon top you got. You should be able to trade it for the shoulder pads or boots you need.
Ye Xiu replied. They had also gotten a piece of the Battle Mage's Crimson Moon set, but unfortunately, it was the same chest piece that Cold Mist was already wearing. It's pretty common to get 4 or 5 pieces of a set, then never see the last 1 or 2. Luckily, in Glory, gear is tradable, so players can swap what they need. Having 6 upper body pieces is about enough to swap out for a whole new set. Tang Ru agreed, and not long after, a message from Cold Mist Gentle announcing an exchange for Crimson Moon equipment was posted to the World Channel.
If no one whispers you, just post it occasionally.
Ye Xiu offered some guidance. Tang Ru genuinely needed it, being a pure gaming novice, unlike Steam Bun Invasion. Still heading to the burial grounds. At
that moment, Tiang Qiai and Yu Zhongmian asked.
Let's hold off for now.
Right, they all replied. Now they could run 3 dungeons a day. The burial grounds was just a place to grind for experience, and they weren't too keen on it anymore. Ye Xiu didn't need materials from this dungeon for crafting the 1000 Chance umbrella at all. Besides, trying to gather the materials for the 1000 Chance umbrella by grinding dungeons yourself. Such a straightforward approach wasn't exactly easy to pull off. The group then dispersed. Some headed for dungeons, others to the arena, and those needing new gear went to swap theirs out. As for Ye Xiu, he had Lord Grimm stay right where they'd exited the dungeon, casually farming the local mobs.